Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome to my channel. Eid Mubarak to everybody, and a lot of people were complaining that I'm not uploading anything, but I have something under my sleeve and this is for you guys for Eid special. So let's start the full in-depth review of the 2022 Land Cruiser. So the Toyota Land Cruiser. Now let me explain the history to you guys. So the Toyota Land Cruiser is one of Toyota's vehicles that is made for off-roading. So from the start, the Toyota Land Cruiser is a very good off-roader and it is very reliable because it's from Toyota. Toyota is one of the brands that makes cars and thinks about reliability at first. That's why the Land Cruiser was so famous, and it is still so famous for its reliability and its off-road capability. So now let's start with the history. So the Land Cruiser was first introduced to the full world at 1951 with their first generation. The photos are going to be up there. So the Land Cruiser is a four-wheel drive SUV with two differentials, and it is very good at off-roading. Available full around the world, but there are some specific countries that I'm going to tell you guys. So the LC300 was available in United States, but this is unfortunately not available in United States because Toyota pulled the plug in their country. But it's available in Canada, it's available in Europe, it's available in Middle East because that's the country that needs this car. And it's available all around Asia, and the production plant is in Japan and Australia. The diesel versions are produced in Australia, the petrol versions are produced in Japan. And today we have the diesel version. And all around the Bangladesh, all of the LC300 are the diesels. So now let's show you the full front fascia of the car, and then let's show you what is powering this vehicle. So the width of this car is 1975 millimeters, and first let's show you the key. So you have the Land Cruiser badge at the back with this nice treatment, and then you have your lock, unlock, trunk opening, and your panic button and your Toyota logo. Now I'm going to get inside and turn on these full LED lights that are more developed than the LC200's projector setup lights. So here we get inside, put on the brake, pressing the start button, the car is on. So this is with the daytime running lights, hazard, fog light, headlight, and this is the high beam, this is without the high beam. Now let's come outside for showing you the lights. So this is your daytime running lights, but when you put the hazards, this is your swiping hazards too. But you have three projector setups inside. The two are for your main light, one is for your high beam. And you have your Land Cruiser badging at the side. And you have black treatment that is all the way covering the light, and the light is amazing. Toyota did a very good job on their lights. Light washer and LED fog light. So then the car has four sensors at the front with one camera that is at the center, and if you come above the camera, you have the Toyota logo that is flush, and because it's a non-hybrid, it's black inside, and there is no hybrid variant for the Land Cruiser. So the grille in my opinion is good. It's big, it's bold, and it has chrome treatments, silver treatments, and black treatments, and it's open for ventilation for that twin-turbocharged V6. You have your number plate slot at the center with RPM Motors number plate, and they provided this car to me, so thank you so much to them. And it's open here too for your intercoolers, and you can actually see the radiator down there. It's open here but closed there, and then you can all the way see the grille that all the way comes here, and it's closed up, open down. And the front is nice, but a lot of people don't like it, but the people that are buying these cars, they do like it, and Middle East loves this car. You can see the hood is actually the same design as the predecessor of this car. It has this huge bulb in the center for more accessibility when you're off-roading, and it is very, very fat. It looks very, very fat. Now let's check out what is powering the Land Cruiser. Now I'm going to get inside and open the hood. You have to do it from the driver's side, as all Land Cruisers. So there's a button right here, and there you pull it. So on the new Land Cruisers, you don't have that V8 option like you previously did. Hydraulic struts, obviously, because it's a premium level car. So before, you used to get a 4.6 liter V8 and a 4.5 liter turbo diesel V8 in Bangladesh. But in America, you used to get a 5.7 liter V8 for the Land Cruiser. But now it's only provided with a 3.5 liter petrol twin turbo or a 3.3 liter twin turbo diesel. In Bangladesh, we get the 3.3 liter diesel now, but when the cars are more available in Japan, the petrol variants are gonna come too. But now the cars are coming from Australia, that's why it's only getting the diesel variants. So this is a 3.3 liter twin turbocharged V6 engine that has a lot of power and a lot of torque. It has 304 horsepower and 516 Newton meters of torque. Mind blowing. That amount of torque is going to like straight up punch you. If you guys come closer, you can see the Toyota badge right here. And then you have some open here for cooling. You have the two-way twin turbo written, and this is the engine. If we come to the side, this is your fuse box, this is your fuse box, and everything is covered for premium. You have your power steering fluid here, it's written too. You have your radiator or intercooler fluid here. And for the turbo, you have the radiator down there, and this is where all the air comes and gets into the turbo. Everything is covered up and premium. And it has a 10-speed automatic transmission that is smooth. You have insulation up there, and that's it for the hood. Now let's close it down. So there we go. Now let's talk about safety. So because this is the top of the line of the Land Cruiser SUV lineup, it has Toyota sensing. So you have the camera right there that can help you monitor the speed limits. You have the front cameras that can help stop the car if emergency braking situation, and it can automatically cruise control the car, so cruise it. So if the front car is braking, it's going to automatically brake. If the front car is going, it's automatically going to accelerate. Now let's check out the side profile. So the length of this car is 4,950 millimeters. Now let's check out the wheel. So because this is the Sahara model, it gets smaller wheels, and it is fully in chrome. You have the Toyota logo at the center, and the wheel size are 265 65 R18s, and you have 4-piston brakes at the front with ventilated calipers. Let's come to the suspension. So the ZX model only gets air suspension, but this car has coil springs. And let me tell you one more feature about cars. How smaller the rim size is, the comfort's going to increase. But that doesn't mean you can just put a 10-inch wheel on the car. It depends on the car you're getting. So please put the stock cars that come with your vehicle. And you can see you have these side fenders painted because it's a Land Cruiser, and it has this full off-roady feel. Now let's come back. You have the exterior mirror that is bling bling chrome. You have the hazards light here, and it is actually on the door, not on the window. You have 2 vortex generators here that improve aerodynamic. Then if you come to the side profile, you have this chrome treatment that all the way starts at the front, that all the way covers the C pillar. And this is the A pillar. So A, this is the B pillar, so there, and this is the C pillar. So the car has 3 pillars, and the door handles 50% chrome, and the rest is white, and it has keyless entry too. Good. And because this is the Sahara model, you have these black high-end treatment used side running boards that are manual, but Toyota could give deployable side step, but that's not reliable. So these are better. Wheelbase of this car is 2,550 millimeters, and the ground clearance of this car is 225 millimeters. That is okay for this off-roader. Now if we come back for the fuel tank, because it's a Toyota, the button's inside. So if you just press the button from the inside, right there, it opens. Then you can fill up your car. There. And it says diesel, so you don't mistakenly pull petrol. And then now let's close it. So the rear wheels, you can see the rear wheels are same as the front because it's a 4-wheel drive car, but this place is very jacked up, so it can give more off-road capabilities on this car. I have a short video of my previous Land Cruiser doing off-roading. If I have the time, I'm going to put it up somewhere there, or you can check out my Insta or Facebook. And yeah, same brakes at the front, but a little bit smaller and smaller calipers. And it has coil suspension at the back that are connected, so it can give you more comfortability on the car. Now let's check out the boot space. And then if we come up, you have 2 vortex generators that are connected with the front to get more efficiency and aerodynamic purposes. Now let's check out the rear. The height of this car is 1,970 millimeters. Now I'm going to get inside, turn on these power automatic rear lights. So we get inside, put on the brake, pressing the start button, the car is on. So this is what the full light, this is the hazard, and if I put it on reverse, there you can see the reversing light is on too. And I'm going to put it back to park, and if I come outside, So you can see this full LED light. This is your main parking light. You have brake lights up here. This is the hazards that's swiping, and you have your reversing light. You have Sahara badge here, so it's the diesel version, and Sahara is the grade of the car. Then you have the Land Cruiser badge at the center, like the previous generation, and you have the Toyota badge, a Toyota logo here. And in the Toyota logo, it's actually spelled the name, so you could see the T here, and then the O and everything's here. Up here you have RPM Motors. So RPM Motors import a lot of exclusive vehicles. So if you want to see exclusive vehicles, go in their Facebook page to make sure you hit the like button there too. This is the rear windshield wiper, and then if we go up, here's your upper stop brake light, and you also have a spoiler on this car, more aerodynamic. And then if we come here, you have the number plate slot with 2 number plate slot lights, and you have the reversing camera. Now the rear also gets 4 sensors, and why is this hump here? I don't even know. You have your spare tire at the center, so it's about down the car, and you have a full-on real exhaust tip, no fakery from Toyota. But if you want, you can get body kits on this car, but this one doesn't have those. And you can see reflectors on either side, and it is a beautiful car in my opinion. So now let's check out is the Land Cruiser Practical. So for the practicality of the car, you have a button here. If you just press this, the power tailgate is going to open. And over here you have 1131 liters of storage. That is more than enough. If you go under for storage, you have just this much, and you have your tire opening tools here and the tires below. You have a little storage under this, and if we come to the other side, this is a 100-volt socket, so you could take a refrigerator with you. And if I just press these buttons, the third row is going to get up. So it is also a 7-seater as the previous generation was. There, and for the headrest, you could just pop those up like that. I don't know why everything has this square shape on this car, and the new ladder frame chassis is amazing because I drove this car and it doesn't shake like the previous generation. And the one thing that I missed, you have triggering points on both of the sides too. So then over here you have the jack of the car for raising the car up, and you have storage here too, so you can put more tools that you buy aftermarket. Now let's close this, and then let's go on the third row. So you have 2 buttons here. One is for closing the boot, one is for closing the boot and locking the car. So there, and the power tailgate is going to close by itself. Now let's see, can an adult or a kid sit inside the third row of the Toyota Land Cruiser? So now let's go on the third row of the car. So you have a button here. If you just pull this, it's going to give you space for going into the third row. So first let me get inside and show you the seats. So this is enough storage, like you could enough sit inside and a lot of space, but let's get practical and jokes aside. So if you just get this down and then get this up, and then if you want, you could get the seat more down like that. Enough space, more space than the last generation of the car, but underside support is very poor. But now you have 2 individual seats, but in the previous generation of the car, the one that I used to own, had a full seat that 3 people could sit inside, but on this only 2 people can sit in this. And you could also, fully adjust it. So now let me come here for showing you those features. So first of all, you have some buttons here, so you could get the seat front. There you could get the seat front or get the seat back. So you could fold down the seats from here too. There you could see the mechanism. And there it's folded, and you can also get it up from the button here. So you have a charging slot, a USB-C, and then you have a button for the reclining. There. Now let's come to the second row. So, oh yeah, you have AC vents too at the third row on both of the sides, and you have a light at the center and a microphone for your noise cancellation system at the second row and in the third row. Now let's come outside. Now let's unfold the seat. First I'm going to quickly just recline that. So if you guys see that, I'm pressing the button. There that goes. There it closes. And now let's get the seat down. There and there. let's get inside and fix the seat. So there's a button here. So if you just pull this, you can recline the seat fully. There, it's fully reclined. Now let's come on my side and recline my one. There we go. So this is the center row. Center row is the VIP of every single car. So let's get the armrest down. Because it's a brand new car, it's fully wrapped. So if you just press this button, you have two cup holders at the center. And you have ISOFIX anchor points on both of the seats. And the seats are heated and ventilated. You have rear entertainment systems on either side. You could just watch DVD or listen to music. And here is your climate control for either side. It has a 4-zone climate control, so this is the buttons to control it. This is for auto, this is for off, this is for wind speed, and this is for where you want the air, heating and ventilating for the rear seats. If you go down, you have a power outlet, you have HDMI for the rear entertainment system and the volumes for either side, and 2 charging sockets. And it has ambient lighting too. You have your rear AC vents here, and if you just press this, you could also get the center console from up here. 2 light placements, AC vents, grab handles, and that's it. If you just press this, it's going to turn off. Press this, turn on, but the door is open, that's why it's not turning off. Now let's come on this side. Door. So the car has JBL sound system, so the tweeters are here. Then you have the door handle. Then you have this beige and black contrast. If you come front, you have this wooden treatment, the button for opening the window, grab handle. And if you just press this, there you can see the window fully goes down. And then you have a bottle holder, a speaker, and a light. And now let's go on the front seats. So let's start with the dash. So first of all, you have your SRS airbag. This dash design is pretty cool. And then you have your AC vent down here. And if we come down, you have this beige with a lockable glove box with a lot of storage. And then if we come to seats, the seats are 6-way adjustable, heating and ventilating, and fully poweredly adjustable. And you have airbags here, SRS airbag here, and another SRS airbag here. And now if I just show you one feature, you can actually raise up and raise down this part. Nice. Now if we come to the center, you have 2 cup holders that you can see here. And for the glove box, if you just press this, it can open from here. If you just press this, it can open from here. And it has a fully refrigerator inside there, but it's smaller than the previous one. And you have a little slot that you can put your candies or ice cream. That's a square shaped. Now let's come to the center. So this is your gear knob. So this is for reverse. You can see your reversing camera with your adaptive guidelines. And the 360, this is for neutral, and this is for drive, and this is for manually shifting with that 10-speed automatic transmission. So now let's put it back to park, and you have a wireless charger here. If we go up, you have a sunroof for opening that. Just press this button for tilt, and for opening, just there you can see, opens, and if you just press this button again, it's going to close. And the blind is manually adjustable. There. Now let's show you the climate control and the infotainment. So this is the brake hold system. This is your automatic parking brake. This is for high 4 or low 4. And then this is for your differential locker, and this is for getting more turning radius. These are your off-road modes, and this is the drive mode selector. So if you see here, it has sport, normal, and eco. And that's it. And you have the drive mode off or on. You could control it from here. Now if you go here, you have a CD holder and JBL written. These are your shortcut buttons for skipping track, setup, home, audio, menu, map, power, and this is for the volume. And these are for the ventilating seat and heating steering wheel. And same for that other side. This is for the temperature for either side. You can see here, it's fully digital. And then this is for the wind speed. And these are for front and rear windshield heaters and off and auto. And you have the AC vents up here with the hazards button at the center. If we go up, this is your rear view mirror that is auto dimmed. You have a sunglass holder here. And you have 2 lights. It's not touch sensitive as the Lexus. There it has physical buttons. There you can turn those on at the same time. And these are sunroof openers. These are your light controls. These are your vanity mirrors that have a light, and the blind is clear and can extend. Nice. 2 microphones for the voice command system. And yeah, that's it. Start button is up here and it is very visible, but I mistakenly keep pressing this instead of this. Now let's check out the infotainment. Foot on the brake, pressing the start button. There the car turns on, and the infotainment is going to turn on with that Toyota logo. So this is a full 12.3-inch monitor that is touch. So first of all, you have the main menu. So this is in home and navigation. So you have your compass here, your Bluetooth here. So if you go on home, audio. So you can see all your audio menus. So this is for Bluetooth. You have your AM, FM, USB disc, and USB connect is down here, and this is for the sound controls. So all these subwoofer and everything, you can control it from here. And if you go back to menu, you have everything, and you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto 2. For this side, this is your engine monitor system. So this is the engine, this is the transmission, you have the front wheels, this is the rear differential with the rear wheels. Because it's a 4-wheel drive, it has the rear differential, and you can see all your powers going down here. So it's going to tell which wheel the engine is powering, and the drive motor up there. And if the wheel moves, it's going to show that too, that how much it's moving. There. That's a nice feature. And if you just pull this, you can also do that. So now you can see how much you're pressing the brake and how much you're pressing the gas. And this is your G-force meter. You can also clear it, and the drive modes are there too. Now if you come to the climate control, it's down here, and all of the controls are here. Very easy to use. If you go on seats, your heating and ventilating seats are controlled from touch or from the buttons here. Now let's come to the steering. So the steering is fully leather strapped, and because this car is made at the new T and GA platform, everything is premium. You have wooden treatment here, and it is still telescope fully power adjustable. There. So you have some shortcut buttons here for that main display, volume and voice command, and this is for the safety systems of the car that I'm going to show in a minute. So this is your hazards and high beam. This is your windshield wiper controls, and down here you have some controls. So this is for all your heads-up display, and this is for the meters. If you want, you could get it to 0. And now let's show you the cameras of the car. So there you can see the 360, and Land Cruiser looks nice, but it has bigger wheels on the display. And now you could also see that from the inside. So everything, so you didn't curve the wheels or anything. Now let's show you the main instrument cluster. Foot on the brake, pressing the start button, and it does a nice animation with the Land Cruiser at the center, so aerodynamic, and it says Land Cruiser. So this is your speed. Top speed is 260 km per hour. This is your fuel gauge. This is the RPM, red lines in 4,500. This is the engine temperature. And for the center screen, it's like the Camry or the Harrier, so because of TNG platform. So first of all, you have all your fuel economy stuff. The predecessor of this car used to eat a lot of fuel because of that V8, but I didn't care as much. But this one is a little more fuel efficient than the previous generation. And then you have your eco meter and your digital speed. If you go down, you have all your safety systems for the car. This is for audio. This is for the safety systems again. So parking assist, your blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and then your steering inside. And these are for turning those off and turning those on. So if you look at the mirror, so if I turn that off and turn it back on, there it pops up. And yeah, that's it. And you have your warnings. So because it's a brand new car, it has no warnings. This is your battery voltage, that is your engine temperature, this is the outside temperature, this is the gear, this is the kilometer of this car. Good. Now let's check out the heads-up display. So on the brake, pressing the start button, and there you could see the heads-up display is going to appear. There. So on the heads-up display, you have the gears, the kilometer, outside temperature, and the speed limit monitor, and you have the lanes too. So if I drive the car, you can see there's the RPM, so it tells you when you're redlining, and the speed too. Good. Now let's go to the door. First of all, you have the defogger for the window. You have the AC vent here for closing and opening it. You have your headlight auto and your trunk opening. This is for your rear closed traffic alert. Traction control, a little storage here. Hood opening, fuel tank opening. You have the deck pedal here, brake pedal here, and gas pedal here. You have the Land Cruiser badging, side skirt. Seat controls are here, so 8-way adjustable for the driver and 6-way adjustable for the passenger. Now let's come to the door. So first of all, you have your mirror controls, then you have lock, unlock, your mirror lockers, and your window controls. Then if you come up, you have your memory seats, so 3. Then this is the door opener, grab handle. You have the two-tone leather treatment, and then you have the bottle holder here, speaker here, and the light placement there. And that's it for the review. So if you liked it, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks to RPM Motors for providing this car to me. This is sold, but if you need any Land Cruisers, you can buy it from them because they have a lot of cars. And now in the full world, the car has a shortage, so that's why you can't get the new Land Cruiser. But they have 3 units in stock, so you could get it from them if you need them. The price of this car is going to be in the description box. And until then, stay safe, stay home. See you at the next review. Do make sure you hit the subscribe button and don't forget to like this video. I'm going to head off with this car and see you at the next review. Eid Mubarak to everybody.